world divides us, yet we are connected more than ever through technology. Disasters strike and millions are aware within minutes. Action is taken across the world. We are unified. We make change. Something happens, we react.
Welcome to today's very special segment of React News, where we'll be trying something new. The theory is we want active, outspoken young people to come in and give us their opinions about current events, local, national, and global controversies, and everything about the world that directly or indirectly affects them. We're hoping that our global partners will echo this segment to give you, our viewers, an array of perspectives straight from the future leaders of our world. Today, we have Anthony Bruma and Nina Tucker, juniors at White Plains High School. Hey guys, thank you for joining me today. So let's get started. Let's start with this. What bothers you about the world, and if you had one wish, what would you change?
What bothers me is that sometimes the wrong people are those who are being paid most. And if I could have something be changed, it would be for doctors and teachers to earn the same respect that celebrities do present day.
And Nina?
I just feel that so many people have so many good ideas, and with the technology that we have, we can make so many amazing things happen, but just people today don't have the motivation or the drive to change anything. So if I had one wish, it would be that people really were brought together and made changes.
Thank you. Now let's talk about something that's globally dynamic in 100 different ways, gun laws. Anthony, on a national level, what do you think?
On a national level, I think that there should be more restriction and security for buying guns. I think that oftentimes it can end up in the hands of wrong people, and a lot of times school shootings can occur, and I don't think that that's good.
And Nina, what about on a global level?
On a global level, America is the #1 gun manufacturer in the world, and that's really what we're known for. And I feel that guns, although they are very important to security and such, I just feel that they're used for all the wrong purposes, and I really do think also that they should be stricter with who can have them and who uses them, and I think that the trading of guns should be lessened to an extreme degree because there's just way too much trading of arms and too many people are getting guns.
Anthony, what do you think of the education we're getting? Is it wholesome? Do you want something more?
Well, nationally, I think that we should have a universal education because I think that, especially for those kids who do end up moving, it can definitely help if they don't need to completely change school systems, and I think that it would be more organized as a system in whole.
And Nina, what do you think of how much we'll be spending on school very soon?
I feel that it's absolutely ridiculous how much college costs, and like being a junior and being afraid to apply for college just because I know how much money it's going to be, and measuring whether it's worth it or not is wrong and ridiculous, because if you really want the nation to move forward, you would want educated people to be leading it in the future, but if people can't afford it, there's no way that's going to happen.
Now, human rights, racial, cultural, gender-based. Nina, what's good about our country and what needs to change?
I think the really good thing about our country is that we're kind of all forced to stay together and become diverse as a nation, because there's just so many different ethnicities and so many different genders, with like people becoming trans and things like that becoming more popular. So it's really good to me that we kind of have to be accepting of these things, and there's so many people to fight for these things, because America is really just like such a huge melting pot.
And Anthony, what about globally?
Globally, I think that there's always a fight for power, and it's nearly always based on ethnicity and race and where you come from, and I think that those are factors that shouldn't be taken in hand, and I think it's completely wrong.
So what's the biggest problem that us teens face today?
I personally feel that the biggest problem that us teens face is the obsession with social media and things that are going on that are just not important for the growth of human beings. We worry so much about things like what our favorite celebrities are doing, and we're not focusing enough time on things that could better us as people and like our community, and the obsession that we have with social media is causing us to deteriorate as a race.
Great, and Anthony?
Well, while I agree with Nina, I think that the biggest problem we face is education, and from a student standpoint, I feel that a good majority have started almost slacking off and not caring as much compared to what we used to be like. and I think that's the biggest problem we face today.
And now for the people watching out there, what should we teens be doing differently? How do you think we can make our voices heard and make a difference?
I think in order to have your voice heard, people just really need to find the motivation to do something, and people really need to find a passion. There's so many kids out there, and there's so many teens, and I do it too. I just have so many things to say and so many things to talk about, but I just feel like I can't because I am a teenager. But when you really look at it in perspective, the youth is exactly who is going to make a change in the nation.
Yeah, I agree. I think that you need to find something that you love doing, and of course, people are going to treat you like children at first, but I think that you can really stand up for yourself and make your voice be heard if you work hard enough to do it.
That's perfect. Thank you guys so much. These two are exactly what we want here at React News and exactly what we're trying to send out to you guys. Thank you. Thank you for watching this episode of React News. Let us know what you think by emailing us at staff@wphsambassadors.org, sending us a shout out on Twitter at WPHSambassadors, or posting on our Facebook page, facebook.com/WPHSambassadors. Thank you and goodbye.
Are getting paid money. I don't think it's wrong to have guns, but I think that again,
Very special segment of React News where what would you change? Guys.
You're gonna go first.
Is it me first?
Yeah.